I wonder who he was. And then all of a sudden, this overwhelming sense of sorrow and kind of renewal. And I thought, I got to learn about this guy. And the more I learned about him, I thought, this guy's a modern day St. Paul. He was a missionary. He's an evangelist. He's a hero. He's one, I think, that knew what Jesus meant when he said, the truth will set you free.
So, who did the Fox Entertainment Network invite on their show to Saint Charlie Kirk? That was New York Archbishop Cardinal Timothy Dolan. Cardinal Dolan was a key figure in the cover up of sexual abuse of children by the clergy. He was pretty much at the top, that when allegations came forward, he would move the priests around to other parishes where child sexual abuse by the clergy continued. And this was over a period of many years. In 2007, this man of the cloth moved $57 million into a cemetery trust fund and $130 million into an investment fund, specifically to shield it from victims of clergy sexual abuse. And the Vatican approved the transfer of those funds. That is the man, the vile man of the cloth, gaslighting all of America, all the victims of Charlie Kirk's vitriol by sainting him. Last year, this same cardinal sued Chubb Insurance for not paying out sexual abuse claims. According to him, in the lawsuit papers, the archdiocese had already paid $2 billion to some 500 victims of clergy sexual abuse, but there were another 1,400 still pending victims of clergy abuse. He's not using the word abuse. This cardinal is using the word those that are alleging, gaslighting. He's such a good gaslighter. What I love is Chubb Insurance's response. They didn't keep quiet about it. According to them, it was the archdiocese that tolerated, concealed, and covered up rampant child abuse for decades, and despite having substantial financial resources, refused to compensate their victims. The other thing that's mentioned is that when you submit a claim to an insurance company, they did their own investigation under Dolan. And Chubb wanted all of the documents, all of the findings from their investigations, and he would not turn them over to the insurance company. And so they're not moving. They're not going to pay out anything until they get that information. And why the archdiocese is not turning over this information, because I'm in insurance, this is what I think is what's going on. It's going to show when the church became aware of the first allegation and how long they continued that priest to stay in their position, continuing to abuse children. And that's one of the things that triggers exclusion. The archdiocese knows when they turn all that over, Chubb Insurance is going to say, this violates the terms of our contract in terms of compensation. We're not paying this claim. See, it's the church, it's the Boy Scouts that got all of these insurance companies to come up with a molestation exclusion endorsement to slap on a lot of insurance policies. Why should insurance companies have to go completely bankrupt? Because these organizations are so dangerously toxic. But that's the guy that wants to saint Charlie Kirk.